Go.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Earbones podcast, the only podcast that's dying. I'm dying. I'm Brand. I'm the one dying.
And I'm sick and I'm not dying, but when one half goes down, it all goes down.
Yeah, this week may be a low point. I'm at least trying to get this done and then go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm out of it, man.
Yeah, I don't think he's here right now, but that's okay.
And it bums me out, though, because this is a week I really wanted to talk about Deadpool, the Deadpool issue at length.
We could save it to next week if you want.
We can do that.
Sounds good.
Hopefully I'm better by now.
Because that'll take a whole podcast.
Yes, it will. Is there any book that you were super excited about last week?
Well, I wasn't excited about it until I read it, but Avengers AI right there.
Yeah, same here. I wasn't excited about it until I read it either.
It was like...
We're forward in time 12,000 AD, I believe it is.
Yes.
The Avengers Empire is now the only other thing other than Demetrios around.
Yeah, in the whole galaxy.
And the whole Avengers Empire, basically their entire starship or whatever, is the Vision.
I believe that's what it was.
That was pretty awesome.
It was interesting.
And the one woman, I can't remember her name, had a relationship with Cap at one point and then became Captain America.
Yeah, the black lady.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah. It just got really epic.
And it got real.
And it's ending though.
Yeah, that's usually what happens though.
I mean, Demetrius, like in the center of the universe, on top of Galactus, using him for something.
It was pretty crazy.
It was awesome.
It was pretty crazy. Galactus looked just beat.
Yeah, I don't understand what he was doing.
I don't know what he did either, because he's not really an AI. I don't know. Hard to explain.
But yeah, that was pretty fantastic.
What did I really like? I don't even know.
You don't even know.
Well, this was issue 5 of Justice League 3000.
Oh, yeah. How about that? What do you,
Well, Flash is back. There's a new Flash, built by the same way the other ones are. Firestorm is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, he is. What happened to him?
He just went nuts. He at one point, was it him who said, "Who's God now, bitch"?
Yeah, when he's fighting that Cali girl.
I loved that. I really did. I loved that.
I'll say right now, I actually kind of enjoyed it.
That's good.
It's hard for me to say that. I don't think I'm going to drop.
I mean, I'm staying on it. Just for now, just Firestorm alone.
And the characters aren't obnoxious anymore. Like,
I think we've gotten used to it and we've settled in.
And Superman's like losing his ego, and Wonder Woman seems to be working better. And Batman said he didn't want to be the old Batman.
I felt good about that.
Yeah, I knew you'd enjoy that.
I read another book that you're not reading this week, Avengers Undercover. And if you remember the last issue, I can't remember his name, went down into the Masters of Evil city.
Oh?
There's a whole city dedicated to the Masters of Evil. They have their own, they're all down there just partying. But we find out they get accepted down there, and I don't know, it's just B-list villains everywhere. Hellstrom, son of Satan, is helping out Bloodstone control his little thing he can turn into. And there's romances going on places. I don't know, it's weird. But it was really good. I really liked it.
You gonna stay on it?
I mean, I'm on it now, so it's not going anywhere as of now. It's only 2 issues in.
Yeah, you got to give it 5,
Yeah, at least.
At least.
Coffin Hill, I don't know what the hell it was about. I really don't. It was a flashback to something that I don't know what it is.
That's that one you said, like 10 different stories going on?
No, that was Hinterkind, and I dropped that.
Okay.
I got Nightcrawler number 1 this week.
How was that?
It was different. Obviously he's back, and he's trying to get acclimated again with the skull and become a teacher again. Other than that, not much happened in it.
That's the actual Nightcrawler, though.
Yeah.
Not Age of Apocalypse.
No, it's the actual Nightcrawler.
Okay.
And him and Rachel Gray have something weird going on. There's some Amanda girl who he has sex with, and there's these little things called Bamfs that are his kids, I guess.
What?
I was super confused with it. I'm going to at least stay on one more, but I don't know what was going on.
Well, hopefully it gives you some sort of backstory or something.
I hope so.
I mean, maybe that wasn't backstory. Maybe it's what it's leading into. I don't
Maybe.
know. Let's see. I got Batgirl 30 this week, which I'm going to say I don't think they should have put out. Because, spoilers, I guess Dick Grayson's dead.
Oh, so they say that in here.
Yeah, the whole issue is about her being upset about him dying and facing her
What
fears.
did he die in? What is he supposed to die
He's
in?
supposed to die in Forever Evil.
Isn't that over though?
No, because it got pushed back 2 months, the last 2 issues, and Nightwing 30 got pushed back till May. It was supposed to come out beginning of April or end of March, and it's coming out May now.
So we weren't supposed to know this.
No, this just ruined Forever Evil totally. Like,
So are you gonna pick up the rest of Forever Evil
I'm
just for the sake of collecting it?
gonna get it's one issue left, and hopefully it's good. But why would you do that?
Maybe they figure nobody's reading Batgirl.
I don't know. I feel like that happened with in Marvel recently too. I just can't remember what. Where one issue pretty much spoiled the ongoing thing.
I have no idea.
Yeah, but it was good though. Still, it starts a new arc, I guess. I feel like this was just a one shot to tie in with Forever Evil and spoil it, but yeah, I'd get on it if you're not on it, but I don't know. It was disappointing. I didn't want
So
to know.
you're bummed out now.
I didn't want to know the ending. It was a good issue, like her talking about how she didn't want to be a Robin, how she has her own wings and stuff. It was nice, but just totally spoiled that for me.
Did you read Iron Man?
I did read Iron Man.
How'd you feel about it?
Um,
I was worried going into it because I thought it was going to turn into a Thor story
it almost was a Thor story to a point.
but it was just Iron Man.
There just was no hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that it was just Iron Man though.
I liked when Malekith distributed the rings
Mm-hmm.
and that the rings argue amongst each other because Malekith's controlling them.
Yeah, they don't want to be controlled. I like
Yeah.
that.
I still don't know who that girl is.
No, still. I mean, maybe I'll look into it later.
The crazy blade suit at the end was awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I have to say the art in this issue was fantastic.
It was
I loved the art in this issue.
interesting to see what happens now that he can't get a portal back.
He can't leave. Yeah, I
He's stuck
could see
there.
Thor coming in at some point.
That'd be all right.
Did you read this week's 50th anniversary issue of Daredevil? Daredevil 1.50.
Yes, I did. First off, the cover was amazing.
Yes, it was.
Like that was worth buying it alone. And I hate to say this, but I really enjoyed the Bendis story in it.
That was the prose story, right? There was no like actual. It wasn't a comic story. It was just
No, it was just like the
straight
two
prose.
pictures and then yeah.
It was very good about how she was held hostage by the owl,
Yes.
and then Daredevil came and saved her, and ended up showing up in her window later creepily,
Yeah.
and they fell in love, and she's gonna die at the hands of Bullseye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I thought
pretty
the
good.
last page with Bullseye was perfect.
It was really good. I mean, most of them, they were mostly like future stories. Like most of them involved Daredevil's son.
Yeah, I don't know if I was feeling that.
I don't know. It was alright to read, but I'm glad it's not an ongoing of what it is.
I feel like kids ruin shows and comics, but that's just me. Well, apparently it said in the preface that this is setting up for what they want to do with Daredevil, like what they
Really?
want to lead into. And
Really?
apparently he was mayor of California
Yeah, something like that.
or something.
And then he had I think the story with his twin brother was awesome.
Yeah.
When it was like, hey, I'm not really Daredevil. I'm his twin brother. You know, Mike Murdoch, I think his name was.
Yeah, Mike.
It was really good though. I was bummed out about it because I didn't want another Daredevil, especially not like a 0.5. But I'm glad I got it, and it was still on the cover price, right? It wasn't crazy.
Yeah, it was good. I mean,
Uh,
it is what it is.
I actually didn't finish all my books this week. I didn't read Twilight Zone. I finished up X Factor and Superior Foes this morning, but I didn't read Twilight Zone. Not really any skin off anybody's back there.
I can understand. It was Thursday night. I was on spring break, so I didn't have my Wednesday where I usually read.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I got like 2 books, be fine. I looked and I had like 8. I'm like, oh.
But X Factor, the Magus' world is destroyed because he was infected with a techno-organic virus, and when he went back home to try to help it, like try to secure it, it broke away from him and destroyed his world. And then he came back, and this is after only 1/10 of his kind is left. So he made a truce with Warlock. Because I guess that was Warlock's ongoing story, is that the Magnus was always out to kill him. They work together. Cypher joins X Factor, and then Warlock says, I'm going with you, Cypher. His dad throws a fit, and then just says, okay, leave. That's really it.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. I don't like Warlock, Danger, or Cypher, but I loved it.
Now this Warlock, right?
It's not Adam Warlock. It's the crazy techno Warlock.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
no. I never ran into him.
In New Mutants, he was like It's hard to even explain right now.
It's okay. Maybe next week you'll
Maybe
be
maybe next week.
able to use words.
Superior Foes was good though. On the cover title says, "You've met the best, now meet the rest," and any of the title characters that have been in this are not in this, and it's like they're at a villain's rehab.
Oh,
Dr. Bong's in the audience. And,
oh my God.
the first one is Grizzly. How he talks about how he used to strike fear into people. Now he's lonely and just still addicted to villainy. So like wait till bars close, find a little guy, scare him, tie him up, take just enough money to buy a pizza, eat it with the guy, talk about how he's lonely. And then the second story was about the looter, who I've never even ran into. Have you ever ran into
No,
Spider-Man character,
I'm
the
trying to
looter?
think. I don't.
Well, he talks about how he got beat up by Spider-Man, so he left, tried to upgrade himself, tried to get better. He did improve, came back, tried to take over New York, and found out it was different, and that Spider-Man's different. Obviously, Superior Spider-Man now, and Superior Spider-Man just destroys him.
Is that still going to continue with Superior Spider-Man?
I think it's still going to continue being the Superior Foes, but I don't know if Spider-Man's going to be in it.
Okay.
I'm not sure. If it keeps going this way, I don't think it's going to last because there's no. It's turned into like A+X, where it's just individual stories and there's no connecting continuity.
Kind of reminds me of those stories they tell about Flash's villains. I can't remember what they're called. You know, like Boomerang and
The Rogue
Captain
Gallery.
Boomerang. Yeah.
Yeah.
How they're just like, I don't know. You never saw a Justice League cartoon, but there's a bunch of episodes about them
Really.
just hanging out at a bar drinking.
That's all it is.
Yeah, just saying how they hate everything. And
You're not on Thunderbolts, are you?
no.
Well, we're gonna have to save that till next week as well because I liked it a lot and I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I was enjoying it, so
And another book that we had to talk about that we didn't talk about last week was Punisher.
I did read it.
And
The art is what makes it for me pretty much. That one point where he's tied up and Electro's shocking him, and he's like having memories, and then like it like shocks like his memories.
yeah.
Like the way they portrayed that, I thought was awesome.
Let me see if I can flip back in and see what I wrote about it because I read it 2 weeks ago.
The reveal at the end's Domino.
It was awesome.
I don't know why she's blue.
I don't know either.
Okay, I thought maybe you might, cause I don't know. But I love Domino, and she doesn't have a butch haircut, so I'm in.
Oh, the sun glare on the origin scene
Yes.
was fucking amazing.
Yes.
I have woman cop here with a question mark. Is there some reason something going on in there that I should be wondering about?
The only thing is she took her badge out of a closet or something and like went to help, but they never resolved it. Like they never
Okay,
showed where
that's
she
it,
went.
yeah. And I have agents with a question mark.
I believe those in the beginning, they were like looking to take someone out, but they needed to go get the Punisher to do it or something.
I don't know. Either way, the art's fantastic, and this book's going nowhere from my pull.
No,
I
especially
love this book.
for the price.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
I read Mighty Avengers 9,
She-Hulk in it.
which I forgot to bring with. I really enjoyed it. She-Hulk is in it, and Blue Marvel's son is releasing his other son from like the negative zone, and he's like this giant mutated thing, and Blue Marvel just wants to kill him
Okay.
to end his suffering, and it's sad. And apparently his son has She-Hulk and Monica Rambeau, that the other Captain Marvel. I think
Okay.
her name's Photon now
Really?
or something.
I think you talked to me about this before.
Yeah, and they're like in a cage.
My head.
So Photon turns into gamma radiation and irradiates She-Hulk, and she turns into this huge, not like a Hulk thing, like a electric Hulk thing.
Huh.
And she goes out and kills this giant abomination
And
thing.
it was awesome.
It was awesome.
I could see the smile on your face and the erection in your pants.
It was worth it. It was worth 8 issues of garbage just for that.
That's a lot of garbage.
It's worth it though. I'm telling you. I wouldn't get on it though. Just let it end. Let it end on a high note.
Is it ending?
No, I don't think. Oh, and the big reveal is this Ronin guy, who we have had no idea who he was since the very beginning. Turns out he's Blade. So Blade's on the team.
Wow.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound fun at all.
It was actually pretty good. It was a nice reveal at the end.
Anything else you read that I didn't? Other than Gambit. I mean, like last week's books. You read Captain Marvel?
Oh yeah, Captain Marvel.
Now, is that the one I read, or did I read Miss Marvel?
You accidentally read Miss Marvel. This is the one you read. She's taking that person she found frozen that fell to Earth back to where she belongs or something. and these people show up and want to kill her because she's an Avenger. There's like a space flight. She has a pet cat named Chewie, like Chewbacca, which I
Huh.
thought was funny.
Huh.
Then the Guardians of the Galaxy show up, and Rocket Raccoon freaks out about the cat, which is pretty funny. And then she takes off in space without a spaceship to chase this girl who woke up and stole her ship.
So this was or wasn't the one that War Machine was in? James Rhodes.
This was the one.
Was he in this one?
No, because she's not on Earth anymore. He's still on
Okay.
Earth.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's good. Hopefully it stays like this. I like all the Star Wars jokes.
So yeah, I wouldn't get him.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, it's good.
Anything else you got that I didn't read?
Nope, we're saving Deadpool for next week.
Yes, we are.
Nope, that's it.
Well, you read Gambit. Some more Gambit.
Yes, we did. Here, what do we read? 4, 5, and 6. 4 wrapped up the whole, like, unleashing these God Dragon arcs with Joelle. You find out her name at the end. And then
Yeah, I told you that last week.
I forgot, honestly, so it's okay. And then you find out that Chim Chao,
Chimney,
Chim-
Chim-Churu.
Chimchuru, whatever his name is.
we talk about Byron Sitch?
Yeah, maybe. That's not even close, huh?
No.
But he kidnaps Gambit and puts teleporting things on him, so he controls him. And they break into MI13, and there's what's that guy's name? Prison Wisdom, something.
Pride and Wisdom.
Pride and Wisdom.
Pete Wisdom.
Pete Wisdom.
Yeah.
Something like that. You know, the British mutant guy.
Who's like an agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like this big plot with lots of twists in that evil guy's plan, which I didn't see coming, which I really enjoyed. And it ends with him. I don't remember.
You don't remember.
But it was good. I really enjoyed
As
it.
long as you enjoyed it, that's all.
I did. I wish there was more him and that Joelle girl, which I think it's leading up to, because he's looking for her.
There's a bit more, I believe.
And the art's fantastic, and I'm glad you're making me read this. It's actually pretty good.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. I was bummed out when I saw the issue that had the British flag on it because I usually hate things that happen in Britain, but I think I did enjoy that. I was also familiar with Pete Wisdom from. He had like a mini series or something called Pride and Wisdom where he was with somebody named Pride from England as well. It was bad news.
Well, I just ran into him in X-Men Legacy, so I was
okay.
like,
yeah.
yeah, okay, I'm all right with him.
Anything else? Got anything else up your sleeves?
No.
I did kind of half create a character this week. It was tough.
This guy.
It was tough. Name's Dina. Spelled DNA. Okay?
Okay.
Scientist that discovered a way to alter their own DNA by an algorithm of your heartbeat.
Oh.
So she figured out how to control her own heartbeat, and she would input algorithms of the heartbeat, and she found out she could harness temporarily powers of mutant genes by doing that.
That's actually pretty awesome.
That's all I wrote. I don't know if she's good or bad. I don't know anything else. I just wrote how she came up with her power.
I feel like she could go either way. She could be on the bench like Mystique or something. Mystique's not always bad.
It depends on what's going on, if she's good or bad or not.
You know whose side she wants to be on. I like it.
You have any news? I didn't look up any news this week. It's a tough week.
This guy.
I had 2 coffee pots break on me, and then I got sick, and I thought my body was shutting down. I went on the internet and looked up, and everything that I read said I had a heart attack. Because I've just been feeling lightheaded and like in this cloud, and like just get dizzy and shit. And then I went to the emergency room yesterday. I left work and went to the emergency room from work, and the doctor just told me to stay off the internet. That I have a head cold, a head cold, and like an upper respiratory infection. And I've just been. He told me to rest and drink a lot of water.
And stay off the internet, guy. Jesus. Poor decision.
Everything I read said I had a heart attack.
You never go for the internet for medical advice.
I thought my heart was shutting down.
Well, you're still here, so.
Not for long.
Well,
I'm falling down. I'm getting more tired by the second.
he does look pretty rough, but I mean that's no different from usual.
Hey now.
I will say that this came from my mother, which totally shocked me. But she's like, "Hey, did you see that they're killing off Archie?"
I saw that somewhere.
And the fact that it came from my mother,
That means it's gotten through actual pop culture
yes,
and into counterculture.
yes,
Because your mom's pretty counterculture.
blew my mind. I'm like, what? Did that really come out of your mouth?
I don't know how they're doing it, but I'm gonna pick up the issue.
I don't know if they're actually killing him off in the main series. They have like 500 spin-offs. They have like zombies in Archie Land or whatever.
They have Jughead. Do they still have Jughead?
I don't know.
I wish they did.
I never
read any Archie.
I never met anyone who has read any Archie.
Well, I guess that Afterlife with Archie is actually a pretty popular series. Did you see who is in talks to play Daredevil in the Netflix series?
No.
Michael C. Hall was one of them. Dexter.
Oh,
That'd be good.
that'd be awesome.
The guy who, I don't know if you remember from Thor, who had the date that went awry,
Mm-hmm.
he's in talks to play him.
That'd be an interesting twist.
I don't know who the other ones are. There was a list, but the list is not in my head right now. Sleeping is in my head right now.
It's probably like the shortest ever. I feel like there was something else.
We had to do something. We had to put something out.
I know. I understand.
I postponed it yesterday. I felt bad enough for that.
Well,
I wanted to call. If I was still in the ER, I was going to call you, and we were going to do it there.
I was all right with it. I mean, it might have been hard to bring this all in there.
Fuck it.
But no, just fuck it.
Fuck it. Just fuck it.
Sagey here.
Did you? You said you were looking for something for me to read. Did you find anything?
No.
Good.
I was gonna look last night, but an impromptu trip to Olive Garden kind of thwarted my plans.
Breadsticks.
Yeah.
Good.
Delicious.
I've eaten nothing in the past 3 days.
That's probably why you're dying.
No, I ate some eggs this morning.
You need to go get a pizza.
No.
No.
I can't.
We've been trying to get Statics to read for our bad comic,
Yes.
and
Apologies for not having a bad comic this week. Again, and for not having the news. It's just blame me. All the blame is on me for this week.
it's all on him. Don't worry, next week be jam-packed with excellence. But I was bidding on eBay for a lot of 40, and it started at, I don't know, I think like $18 for $6 shipping when I started, which is all right for 40 issues. And then it went up to $48.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
$48. That's not even shipping.
Who is buying this?
I want to know.
Is there another pod out there that's reading Statics and collecting Statics? That's the only reason.
It's a small world, possibly.
When you sent me the message saying that you were bidding on it, it was up that high. I could tell that you were wondering if I was bidding on it with you.
I know.
Like we were bidding back and forth.
We've done that before.
We have.
A couple X-Force things, I remember. Poor decisions.
Poor decisions.
Poor decisions.
Very poor decisions.
But
I almost completed that though. Although some of the upper numbered ones, the higher numbered ones, I think were all red art, which you would like, but they're also lower print runs, I believe.
oh, I'm surprised you don't have them framed, sitting here ready to burn.
I would have all red framed. I don't understand.
Well, I don't know. I feel like it would burn better in a frame. Like it'd be more fun to watch.
Nah.
No,
You know, all glass has to be to burn.
I'm not worried about burning the glass. It's what's in the glass.
I don't know. Now I feel disappointed about this pod that we didn't do anything. There's nothing. We talked about last week's books. I half-assed a character. We talked about how I'm dying, and then that's it.
Yeah, I didn't even get my books this week yet.
Mine aren't on the stair down there?
Nope.
Then I didn't get mine either.
I just saw the mailman.
Well, there's a difference between the mailman and the guy that delivers my package.
Yeah, me too.
It sucks.
Which I'm surprised. I didn't think there was mail today.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I don't know.
There wasn't mail yesterday, was there?
I don't think that. I figured that's why my books were late.
I think post offices were open yesterday.
Interesting.
I don't know. But my deepest apologies for this pod.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we could just title it "Don't Listen."
Well, no one does listen, so we'll be fine.
I guess you're right. But if you do listen and you were disappointed, I'm sorry. I apologize, and try to make it up to you next week.
Yeah, we'll bring you that Deadpool wedding issue,
Yes.
and we'll try to get all the minor character appearances.
Yes.
I don't know who they are.
I'll even pull some of the referenced books out of there
Look at this guy.
because Jimmy Palmiotti, who is married to what's her name? I mean, he's married to Amanda Connor. Is that the one?
Possibly.
Well, he wrote Deadpool for a while in his first series, and he wrote one of these stories. So I could pull those out because he referenced some of his old stuff. And I think the characters he's referencing to are from the homage covers. Like he pays homage to heavy metal, and he pays homage to like an Alien cover, I believe.
Really?
I believe so. So we'll try to pull those out. Just we're gonna have an action-packed pod next
You
week
better be ready.
if I'm alive.
If he's still alive. If not, probably. I can't make the show go on by myself.
Yes, you can.
I'm a pretty worthless
You
person.
pulled this one through.
Well, I'm trying, but there's only so much one man can do.
I guess you're right.
1.5
1.5,
men.
2.5 men.
Oh boy.
Well, from Ashton Kutcher here. Thanks guys for listening. For the short time you did. Maybe you'll like this better because we're not rambling so much.
I
in
think
the
we're
middle.
rambling more
Maybe
at this
we
point.
should just end it now.
We should.
Thank you for listening, and look out for Dina, spelled DNA.